not hitting goals, not even taking baby steps anymore towards, the big dream. It's something that we kind of put off. Well, if you're like most people, and I'm certainly like most people, experiencing those things is so disappointing. That turns into discouragement. And the word, it just really sucks. And I was certainly in that spot. And then a simple statement triggered a 17-year study that unlocked the key to the vault to all that stuff, combining both ancient wisdom and science that validates all that. And so I want to invite you to this vision workshop, and it's absolutely free, and I'll tell you why it's free later, but there's nothing for sale before, during, or after. So the quote was this. Quincy Jones said, very, very successful man in multiple industries, multi-gazillionaire. He said, if you can be discouraged from your dream, then you should be. And it was like, wow, that actually feels kind of mean, doesn't it? And so I talked to my business mentor about it many, many years ago, gone on to the next adventure, thank you, Ronnie V, and he said, well, maybe he's right, maybe you ought to think about it. So I started thinking about it, and let me tell you why it's true. You see, if you don't know that you've been conditioned as to what's going to make you successful, what's going to make you happy, and so forth, then, like me, you've been perfectly conditioned. They have us perfectly conditioned when we don't even realize we've been conditioned. And so while I'm sure that you set, just like I did, many worthy goals and dreams that other people would approve of, and they'd be nice for your family and this and that, it doesn't mean they weren't worthy. It just means they weren't your heart's desire. See, once you find that one thing, and this is actually out of a little clip that you'll see on the next page, on the concierge page we set up for you, once you find that one thing, you don't need to be motivated, you don't need quotes, you don't need to get yourself fired up. You can't wait to get up in the morning. You're depressed when it's time to go to bed because you want to keep going and keep slugging. When you find that core value that's your heart's desire. So how does this actually happen? How did this come about? Well, we have a company, and we've been examining people's goal statements, definite major purpose statement is what we call them. For 17 years we've done this. Over 3,300 people. Learning the same material from us. Why did some of them manifest, a pretty good percentage, but some of them didn't, who were really doing the work? And it has turned out we did find, not by looking at what they were doing wrong, but the ones that were doing it right, that were virtually setting new goals, setting new dreams, and manifesting one after another, literally manifesting machines. I mean, that's how we went from bankrupt in Boston to beachfront here in Kauai, was when we found the key to the vault. And it's a word called alignment. It turns out, both with the company that we have and the 3,300 people that we've worked with and helped in the last few years turn all of them around, they're manifesting machines. Basically, I started to examine people outside in interviews that I did with them and asking them questions, and it turns out, yep, they either knew about alignment or they were intuitively doing it. So the first thing you're going to do on the next page is take a 47 question quiz that will determine your core motive. That's the first step. What do most of us do wrong? Well, we listen to this garbage guru stuff, and by the way, the only guru you ever need, it's already in you, so let's go get him, let's go get her. But if you listen to them, they tell you two things: set goals and take massive action, which is the dumbest thing that you can do, and here's why. Scientific fact, as well as ancient wisdom. Your conscious mind is not running the show. Your subconscious mind is running the show. In other words, we do not determine our life. Our habits determine our life. So every time we get involved and get excited about something new, we're really still the same person with the same mind habits, and we get disappointed. And it might be as simple as it was for me. Buy a self-help book, I get all stoked about it and learn everything about it and could quote it and everything. Nothing changed. Buy another one, nothing changed. Buy another one, nothing changed. And that's because the conscious mind, which understands the material, it's not making the decisions. The subconscious mind is making the decisions. That'll blow your mind. The science is there. It's an absolute fact that your subconscious is running the show, and it's the seat of habit. So the first thing we have to determine is your core motive. And then there's 2 more pieces to alignment. Then you pick a purpose. Why are you on the planet? That one thing. Because once you find that one thing, like it said in that movie City Slickers, I don't know if you remember, it's a classic Academy Award-winning performance by Jack Palance. He said, once you find that one thing, nothing else don't mean shit. And I got to tell you, it's absolutely true. No motivation needed. You know what to do, and you just execute, and keep getting better and better and better, because you know. And what you really don't understand at first is you're now working on your heart's desire, not what's been programmed into your mind. So we have found a way to slice through the programming in this vision workshop. You're absolutely going to love it. And like I said, Quincy Jones said, if you can be discouraged from your dream, you should be. So maybe all that discouragement put you here at the right time in the right place, because while, like I said, I'm sure they're wonderful dreams, they actually simply were not yours. They were somebody else's idea of what you should be, how you should be, what will make you successful. And I certainly didn't realize that until I discovered alignment. So one is core purpose. Now, this workshop is free. I mentioned I'd circle back to that. Why do we do it for free? What's the catch? Well, it's a 4-hour workshop, and it's absolutely free. And the reason is it's good old 1960s business principles, and my favorite philosopher, Emerson, who said, give more, get more. We don't run like other online marketers and course peddlers. I have an education and English background. We've been doing this for years, very successfully. And we want you to experience who we are, how we work. There's no fluff, which is why you're going to have about an hour's worth of homework to do before the class. You're going to prepare for this thing. And the reason that we do it is simple. We think once you experience authentic training from professionals, hey, aloha, from professionals, that when we do make offers in the future, you'll give us consideration. Say, hey, work with these people. They really know what they're doing. We love how they work. We love the worksheets. We love the support. Or we don't like how they work. We believe that you should be able to experience something rather than us telling you what it's worth. So that's why we do it for free. It's a goodwill gesture that hopefully in the future you'll maybe consider when we make an offer, because you'll know how we work, and you'll know you won't be guessing at what you're going to get. Okay, you'll know what the value is. So the bottom line is register for this free workshop, and it's the Vision Workshop. Share this link with everybody. People you know, competitors. Best way to be successful is love your competitors. That's another big thing. You know, give more. Just keep giving to people. And if you're a Gmail user, you probably see a little page that will, whether you're a Gmail user or not, you'll see a little page that'll tell you that you may have some problems with Gmail, and go to these particular folders to find the emails that we're going to send you. So make sure you put your phone number in there too, so we can alert you to when the webcasts start. You're going to love this. It's highly interactive. It's not blah, 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 blah for 4 hours and me telling you all the things I discovered and how smart we are and how wonderful we are. This is about you actually doing real work. So you have to prepare. Everything is on the concierge page. Again, feel free to share this with other people and get excited. The fact that you've set goals and had dreams and they haven't worked out, turns out it's not your fault. You were conditioned that way. And we're going to show you how to break through that, and we're going to show you how you can align yourself with your purpose, your heart's desire, and also how to influence your subconscious mind, which is what's making all the decisions. This is why all the resolutions we make never work. We get it in our head, we know it's good for us, but the habit mind, that subconscious mind. So the only way that you can actually change the habit inside the subconscious mind, there's got to be a key element that triggers it, and that is finding your heart's desire. You'll find that in this Vision Workshop. So go ahead and opt in now and have some fun with this thing. You're going to love the homework. It's easy, and there's no charge now. There's no charge during. There's no charge later. It's a goodwill gesture. Okay, spread the word. And the best advice that I can give you is go ahead and opt in, go through the homework, and come to the free Vision Workshop if you want your definite major purpose to manifest. Okay, peace be the journey, and we'll see you on the beaches of the world.